Well, hello guys, welcome back to another video from myself, Fraser. We are going to be, I'm just going to close up that door, we are going to be doing a flight from Jaipur down to Mangaluru airport down here on the coast of India, of the west coast of India here. A flight someone, a guy that's following my videos has requested that I do, so I'm gonna fly down here, and I've downloaded an airport, a freeware airport for this flight that we're going to do. So here in the stunning Indigo livery with the A321, the second time I've flown this, so looking forward to flying this. A really lovely aircraft, isn't it? Nice and long, still got the stumpy Airbus wings. But yeah, we're gonna fly to this airport here, like this, a guy that's been watching my YouTube videos has requested that I do, so we'll do that. We'll go check it out. So here we are, we'll get going. We will power it on and power it up, and I'll see how quickly I can get this flight all loaded up. So just bear with me, and I'll be with you shortly. So we just remove that waypoint there because we don't want to go back there, we just want to follow the star, but by the looks of it it's cleared it automatically on here, so that's good. And then we will set up our arrival, our approach I should say. So we're going to be, which approach will they be giving us today? We'll go with this one, this connects straight up with that waypoint there, and it goes straight into, okay, we'll have another look, see what other arrival there is. Actually that's probably, yeah, we'll go with that arrival, we'll just disregard that. So it looks like it's going to be a VOR arrival into Mangaluru. So we'll set that into our flight plan. And Kanti is going to be our transition insert. So we'll do our little magic trick and we will go into our maintenance. Nope, not that one. Config, failures, navigation, and we will force the alignment of our RSs like so. Alright, we'll just have a look at that flight plan, make sure it looks sensible. Yeah, that looks perfect, so we will get our plane all geared up for our departure. So we'll just go in and we'll close up the aircraft. Oh, I'll turn this off properly, Just need to enter in our takeoff data, and that will be us ready to depart. It's a very, very hot, stuffy day here in Jaipur. That would be absolutely cooking, man. Absolutely cooking there. We'll do our clean speed, we'll enter that in our next phase. Enter that in, and we are basically ready to go now, folks. So we'll turn on our fuel pumps, call our tug. Beacon lights can come on, these can now come on as well, and we'll head on over to Mangaluru, because it's the sort of longest taxiway. We'll do it like a one engine taxi, single engine taxi, so we'll be using our engine 1 for our startup first. We'll be taxiing out with engine 1, so start that one up first. Turn on our transponder. We might as well set this before we forget about it. It's almost like a 767, isn't it, the length of it? Right, we are going to be using flaps 2, and then we'll go into our flight control. We're going to set our trim to 0.7 up. like so, and then we will make sure the yellow fuel pump is on. We'll select that to open, we'll turn off the APU bleed, and we'll turn this off, and we'll set our spoilers, and now we'll just taxi on out. Turn on our taxi lights. We need it nice and bright for this one because it is a rather dreary day here. Not a dreary day, but a very smoggy day here in Jaipur. And let's get going, eh? Let's head on to Mangaluru. Once again, once I get Flight Simulator 2024, I'll definitely be doing lots more India flights and exploring this coastline. Exploring India, I should say. And I think I'll use this turning bay here, this turning point, and we'll get onto this taxiway. I'm really going to enjoy flying this A321. I'm really excited to have it in our hangar, and definitely will be getting this bird out more often. Same with the A319. And yeah, this is just a little break in amongst the my tour videos that I've been doing at the moment. So we'll plant this one, we'll slot this ahead of the next video that I've got planned. All over the place. Right, we'll turn on the next engine now, engine number 2, so we'll turn off the pump there. We will select engine bleed, select this to on, and then turn on engine number 2. So we'll select that to norm, select that to auto, turn these off, and we will turn off the packs while we're at it. And while we're at it, we'll just turn on all of our lights. All over the place at the moment, sorry for this folks. And we'll do our takeoff config. And we will backtrack and use the full length, I reckon. Or is that enough runway? Maybe because it's hot, we'll use the full length for our takeoff. Right, let's get going, eh? Spool up the engines, and then we'll go to climb and flex takeoff, and away we go. Off to Mangaluru. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Who knows, when we definitely are going to be going to India this June, so we might head down to this place here and check out, see what it's all about. If we go to Jaipur, might head down to Mangaluru. Right, ready to pull back, and nice takeoff there. For another there, if we was going to strike the ground, but we didn't. Let's make flaps up, what flaps, 2 slats. And we will go into the right soon, I reckon. Just chasing the little crosshairs there. Yeah, I think that will do us just fine. Turn off the spoiler, disarm the spoilers, turn the packs back on so people can breathe. Set a climb thrust. And away we go. Now raise our flaps, and we will just go into. We're now flying over just grassland now, so we can just go to manage climb mode, and that's us, I reckon. We'll go to standard now. Hopefully we don't have to intervene once we get past. Actually, we'll just go into manage climb, just so it doesn't upset our but yeah, breaking through the smog now, seeing the beautiful India countryside. Once we pass this waypoint, we will go back into manage speed mode. And we can now turn off the landing lights, don't need those anymore, turn these off, and we can release the passengers. So shout out to a Gaga and a Yoke 1807 for suggesting this flight to me. Hope you enjoy this flight, bro, and hope I do it justice as we're climbing out over the Indian, looks like a very parched Indian landscape. It'll be interesting to see this flight along the coast here, see what we see, but for me, I'm just going to leave you guys to enjoy the view. I'm just going to mute my mic, and we'll see you again shortly. Oh folks, it's been quite a nice flight along the coast here, hasn't it been? Definitely looking forward to seeing what detail 2024 has to offer when it comes to this part of the world, but it's definitely your smoggy cities there, whatever that city is. Oh, we're flying, is that Goa? Flying over Goa, a very famous part of India. Yeah, flying over Goa, flying over the, looks like a very parched landscape that is India during the summer, or the dry month, I can imagine. We'll do a flight to Goa as well at some stage, whether it be on here or Flight Simulator 2024. I dare say 2024 would probably have a bit more detail in it, but this is still really good detail when you're considering how far we have come from FSX and Flight Simulator 95. But yeah, flying over Goa here. I believe there's some really good beaches along here, and famous for its vindaloo, which is a very, very enjoyable dish. As long as you don't get it too spicy, you can actually get it quite mild. Right, we're gonna get ready for our arrival into Mangaluru, so we'll keep it at 2 times just to speed it along a bit. We will come into here and see what we need for our RLS. So I mean, that RLS was programmed anyway. I am wondering if I could do an arc arrival. I don't think this is quite designed for an arc arrival. We'll have to think about that actually. Because yeah, it's not really the aircraft you have to enter in all of the course headings in here. There's no way to do it up here, so yeah, we'll just stick with. We'll come back to this airport and we'll get like the 727 out and we'll do this nice arc approach into the airport, so we'll definitely do that. So what am I doing? I'm going to pull up the arrival data, landing runway 24, apply the meta, 210, 6, 29. $29 and 7. 1007 is our QMH, and we are going to be 520 is our MDA. So let's stick that into the burrow there, and we will be. Our final approach fix will just get this all set up. 2,400 feet. Perfect, that's all set up for our arrival, so we will be commencing that arrival very shortly. Go back outside just to enjoy the nice views of the Western Indian seaboard here. I could imagine that would be nice, like water maskings all coming out through there. Right, we are getting close to our descent. What we will do is we will, what's our estimated fuel on board is 3.4. So 69.4. I'll go for medium brake, max thrust reverses, and we're about to start our descent now, folks. So we'll start it now actually. So I'll set our medium brake, we'll just arm the speed, the spoilers just so they're ready, because we'll probably need to use them anyway. And that looks like some water masking going on through there. That looks pretty nice. Definitely looks like a cool part of the world to explore, I reckon. Definitely will make an effort to get down to that part of India when we do our trip in a couple of months' time. Yeah, looks like lots of beaches along here. Quite isolated around here, isn't it? Yeah, looking forward to doing this trip. Alright, we'll go back into the auto IFR mode. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to do it through entering in, where's the radio page? I guess you could do an arc approach using that, but I don't think the Airbus is really designed, this A320 is really designed to do an arc approach in a sense of like doing it like your traditional way. I'm just making up jargon, by the way, but your traditional way of doing it, I don't think it's quite set up for it. You know what, once we get into this turn here, we will have a little play around and see if we can do it. It looks like a classic Indian city vibe up there with the smog. Nice aircraft, isn't it? I love the A321. It does look short and stubby with the wings, but apart from that, it looks like it does have a really nice shape to it. Elongated shape. I wonder if you could, on the right winds, that would be quite a cool little mountain to soar along to with the glider. Once again, things that we can remember to do when we get more into Flight Simulator 2024. You know, I won't bother about this. I don't think it's going to work as how I want it to work with a conventional VOR sort of built aircraft, so we'll just leave that. I would do the arc approach, but it'll do it all automatically with the help of Mr. Autopilot there. Turn on our VORs anyway. Let's see if we go. Right, we'll just let the autopilot do its thing, and we'll turn on the seatbelt signs and the device signs, and we'll get ready for our approach. we will go into manage speed mode to 220 around this arc here. Pull out some spoilers just to slow it down a bit more. And we'll turn on our RSS. Alright, I think we've got this first stage off slat, so we'll go to performance, we'll activate the approach so it's ready. And we'll use full flaps for our landing this time. Right, we turn on our landing lights now and turn on these lights here, and so I think the actual name is Mangaluru, or is it Manga? I think it might be a bit like Bombay and Mumbai. I think it might be, might have changed their name. Mangaluru? Definitely heard of Mangalore. So it must be a bit like Mumbai and Calcutta and whatnot changing their names, which is awesome. Oh, speak standard. Right, we will come around for this final corner here, and hopefully we'll be lined up with the RLS. Don't need that anymore. Nice, lovely. This will be the evening now. A few little mountain ranges over here. That would be cool to explore. This looks quite nice and green around here. I'm guessing there's a bit of irrigation flowing off from these hills over here, and it must collect a bit of moisture, I reckon. Right, we'll focus in on our landing. What's our go around speed, just in case we need it? 2.4, so basically what we've set there is our go around speed anyway. Right, we will arm the localizer. Slow down the gate now, and we'll go to open descent. Hopefully we can get this altitude down as fast as possible. Landing gear down now. And we will now arm the approach. Go into manage speed mode now. the spoilers. And hopefully we'll be on the right approach here. Can you see the runway? There it is, just inside. So we'll turn this off to TA. Alright, we'll take over. We've now got visual on the runway and we can now take over. Oh. Definitely need to change that on my joystick. Right, here we are, folks.
100 above. Minimum.
Light slow.
Retard.
Touchdown. For some reason I just noticed the Fenix, it does the touchdown sound well before the actual touchdown, so that's interesting. I wonder if that's a little bug there. But here we are, folks. We've now made it into Mangalore, or Mangaluru Airport. I think we'll just taxi in here. Landing lights off, strobes off, and here we are, folks. Flaps can now come up and get that APU up and running. So shout out to Gaga and Yak 1807 for suggesting this flight, and it's been really enjoyable, so thank you for suggesting that. And we'll come back here again with Flight Sim 2024 and we'll do some more exploring around this area. Alright, we're going to do engine 2 shutdown, so it's shut down that, shut down engine number 2, and we'll taxi in on engine 1, and we'll turn off our taxi light, we don't need that anymore. And here we are, folks, Mangalore or Mangaluru Airport. We will use that jet bridge, give our passengers a little bonus. Oh, that's already been taken, so we will... Oh no, we might be fine actually. We've got a guy guiding us in, so... Oh, bit heavy on the brakes there. Done, perfect. So that completes our flight. We'll just now shut this plane down. Turn off the engine. And we'll just go through and turn off all of these. And we'll call the jet bridge, which is already doing that automatically. And here we are, folks. Another successful landing. Yeah, like I say, shout out to Ganga and a Yak 1807 for suggesting this cool flight. It looks like it's on a little mountaintop here. And here we are. Mangaluru Airport. We'll take off from here later on, so we'll definitely do a takeoff from this airport. And for now, folks, we'll see you again in the next video. Take care, folks, and we'll be back with completing our India series that we're doing at the moment. And we'll see you again soon.